And the time now on Trevor Sports is 12:30, so let's get ready for an afternoon of sport in Grandstand, introduced by Trev Ryder. Are you ready for the roller coaster of emotions that the Six Nations brings? Because it's back. The opening weekend of the Six Nations always brings with it its thrills and spills, none more so than the Calcutta Cup. Scotland hosts England at Murrayfield. We're going to be live to bring you the full match here this afternoon on Grandstand. Promises to be a cracker.
They call me Lords. Ben Youngs. Smith. Taps it away to Watson. Watson bursting away. Henry Slade is on the outside. Slade for England. Can he go all the way? He's got the legs. No, he hasn't. Great challenge in the end by Darcy Graham.
So the Calcutta Cup and Rugby Union action on Grandstand is next. Last night, France played Italy. You probably know the results. Italy won comfortably. We'll show you all the highlights from that game with some quite fantastic tries scored by the French as they rolled over Italy. Highlights as France thrash Italy. And then later on this afternoon at Grandstand, under the roof in the Principality Stadium, we've got that Celtic affair. Ireland's taking on Wales, an opening round of the Six Nations Championship. Both may fancy themselves as perennial challengers to the likes of England and France, but you sense today the winner of this will turn out to be a major challenger in this year's championship.
Good. Oh, it's a beauty, just inside that near post.
Wales versus Ireland will be live later on this afternoon here on Grandstand. So this is what we have for you this afternoon. We will go straight away to Murrayfield for Scotland versus England. That's coming up next. We'll bring you highlights of France versus Italy. And then later on in the show, we're going to bring you the full match between Wales and Ireland. It's a Rugby Union extravaganza here on Grandstand as we get going with round one of the Guinness Six Nations. Well, no further ado, it's time for us to get over to Murrayfield straight away for the Calcutta Cup, our first game that we're bringing, and Scotland. A lot of talk of them being the overwhelming favourites by Eddie Jones and the England camp, but England are very much pleased with the fact that they do have Owen Farrell back and ready to start for them. So let's go down and join your match commentator for this one. This is Trev McLaren. Well, what better to do on a lovely cold February morning than to go ahead and get your Six Nations campaign underway at home. That's what Scotland have against an England side that will definitely fancy themselves as real challengers. Scotland may think that this could be their opportunity to really upset the apple cart and put in a serious challenge. But they've got a big test for them, the Calcutta Cup on the line, and an England side here who have produced some quite outstanding rugby, and particularly in the autumn internationals. After their terrible Six Nations campaign, Eddie Jones's team right now are right back in this tournament. Finn Russell with the tip outs, and there is Marcus Smith, the Harlequins man, bursting forward, getting just away towards the halfway mark. That's a step too far. Finn Russell to kick it out. Elliot Daly coming back, and that's a great kick. Scotland will have pressure on the line out. The kick is out. Fantastic work there from Finn Russell. Opening line out of the action. Cowan Dickey to throw for England. It's been stolen. Price. Finn Russell, big hit. Billy Vinipola coming across. Scotland still have it again. This is Cameron Redpath, who's brought down there by Owen Farrell. Scotland continue to have the ball inside England's 22. Finn Russell tips it out wide. Now it goes back in and looking for Dwayne van der Meijden. And a line out to England. And Scotland will be pleased with this start. England would have had to expect the pressure. Mario Toje and Luke Cowan-Dickey discussing tactics. Laws is ready there. It is Laws that takes the line out. Ben Young's ready in the maul. Smith. He's walked down. Back to Owen Farrell. Slade. He's able to run away here. Slade bursting forwards. Stuart Hogg coming in. That's a great challenge. Young's again. Smith. Farrell. Back to Smith. Watson, he's brought down. England will keep it in the maul. And May, and it looks like that's a bad foul. Chris Harris. England have elected to punt for touch. And look for the line outs. Owen Farrell, delighted to have recovered from that ankle injury that he suffered.
That's a line out.
In the 7th minute, England will have a line out and some well needed territory for them. Toji takes it. Ben Youngs. Smith bursting through. Marcus Smith again. He's brought down in just by the 22. Scotland defending fantastically. Price back to Russell. Russell gets it out. It's out on the full. It's just away. It's England's turn to put a bit of pressure at the moment on Scotland. Showing England that they've enjoying the line outs. Showing it there.
Okay, now we've got them all.
Maul is called. And England bring bodies into the maul and start heaving the ball. Youngs. Options. There's Smith. He's brought down. Scotland retain and get the turnover.
It's away.
And Ali Price kicks it.
We'll have a line out.
And Elliot Daly won't chase that any further. And then it will be territory to Scotland. Line outs to England. Certainly a part of the game here that England will fancy their chances in an absolutely packed Murrayfield this afternoon. Cowan-Dickey.
Line out is over.
Great
okay,
take.
now we've got them all.
Once again by Courtney Laws. Ben Youngs. Smith taps it away to Watson. Watson bursting away. Henry Slade is on the outside. Slade for England. Can he go all the way? He's got the legs. No, he hasn't. Great challenge in the end by Darcy Graham. And Scotland kick it away. Quick line out available. Watson. Daly. Daly running into space. Elliot Daly taps it away. Smith is down. Scotland with a turnover. And
There goes Matty Ferguson. Diving on top of the ball with Dwayne Van der Meijden. Back to Russell. His kick gets Scotland out of trouble. England putting a bit of pressure on. Quick line out, a poor quick line out as we said. Darcy Graham, Chris Harris, great hit, knock on called. Jamie Ritchie dived on top of it, but the scrum will go to England. England's pack, one of the heaviest of the Six Nations. Scotland's one of the lightest.
Engage.
George Turner, Luke Cowan-Dickey, the two hookers for either sides. Definitely know what it's all about here. Well, we see a clean scrum. Ben Youngs with the put-in. England win the scrum. Making their way towards the 10-metre line inside their own half. Marcus Smith trying to sort of, with a little layoff. Slade. And now Young stands ready. England have kept the ball. Courtney Laws trying to burst his way through. Brought down in the end by Ali Price. Vinipola. Smith. Little layoff back to Laws again. England trying to work their way through the middle at the moment. Now going wider. Beanie Vinipola. Owen Farrell. Little put off. Back to Vinipola again. Lovely play. Cole Stiliker bursting forwards. Sinclair going. And Slade just right on the line has done really, really well. But it's Scotland turning the ball over. Finn Russell kicking it long and high again. Elliot Daly is there. Great catch by Elliot Daly. Now Daly runs forwards. He's brought down by Finn Russell.
It's away.
There goes Youngs. Vinipola, lovely quick ball. Johnny May here brought down. England keep the ball, and they've got men over on the far side. Tom Curry trying to reset. Now it is Youngs. Itoji. He goes down into the middle as England try to find another opportunity. Now it's back to Johnny May. And May goes away. And May looked like he was going to kick it. Scotland have got the advantage with the knock on. Johnny May was through. To be maybe sort of looking to go for the up and under. Put-in is Scotland's in the scrum.
Engage.
Three, controlling the scrum well. Ali Price for Scotland. He with the put-in. No score. We're halfway through the first half. Finn Russell. Line out is called. There is Stuart Hogg. The Scottish player picked to play in the Lions squad here on Trevor Sports. Who started, I might add. Cowan-Dickey. It's not straight. That'll be a penalty to Scotland. I would imagine Stuart Hogg will be looking to find touch. He's found it. Perhaps would have liked to have got a little bit further. It's in England's half. Just going to show you just how tense this game is in terms of scoring opportunities. They've been few and far between at the moment. Ben Youngs standing over them all, which is pushing Scotland back. 15 minutes or so till half time. Smith, he's brought down and has been dispossessed. Price with a kick. Another great kick out. Scotland's kicking from defensive position has been excellent. And their game plan to go for territory is certainly causing England a few problems. Can they go ahead and steal the ball from a line out? Not there. There is Courtney Laws. More called and England pushing Scotland back. Joining there for Scotland was Matt Ferguson. There goes Johnny May. Now Hamish Watson. Youngs, Smith. Vinipola's bursting through. Vinipola had options. It was in the form of Owen Farrell. Ben Youngs. Quick penalty available. Well, the option for touch, I suspect. It was handled in the breakdown. It was offside, in fact. 60 metres out. Probably too far to kick for goal. So Owen Farrell will elect to try and kick this into touch for an England line-out. Right in the middle, be careful with these kicks in the middle that you do get them out and take the advantage. Was confirmed there, handling in the ruck. England had the penalty. Luke Cowan-Dickey with the line out. On towards Vinipola, who takes it, pushes his man away. Vinipola is down, England has still got it. They stand on the edge of the 22. Snilliger, Johnny May, one-on-one, past Stuart Hogg. England are going to score. That's the first try of the championships for England. And Johnny May, brilliant skill past Stuart Hogg. In the 30th minute, England strike. A blow right into the heart of Scotland. It's been such a close game thus far, but Johnny May has gone over. Yeah, you could almost hear a pin drop.
There, fellas. We better get your doc out here.
Looks like we've got an injury. And, words are being taken. In the meantime, England just choosing to accept the kicking opportunity. 25 metres out, Marcus Smith, young man that impressed so heavily in the autumn internationals, kicking the winning penalty as England beat the world champions. Standing set at Murrayfield. Chance to turn 5 into 7. Just eyes up, goes through a routine that every player does. Mentally, visually preparing for this to fly over. 25 metres out, strong wind right in front of him. He's got enough power to get it over. It's a relatively simple conversion considering England move 7 ahead. Scotland still yet to get points. And I'm sure that's something Finn Russell will want to change. So, on with the kickoff. Finn Russell goes long. Daly missed it. Here goes Ben Youngs. He's going sideways more than forwards. Elliot Daly stepping in at scrum half. Slade kicking. Slade kicking it out on the full. Scotland will have the line out. Scotland there kicking it long and putting the pressure on. George Turner's throw has been stolen. Laws is there. Young stands ready. Smith. Little tip out to Owen Farrell. Now it's Anthony Watson who can put the afterburners on for England. Little layoff. Johnny May's down in the middle. England still have it. Youngs. Handling in the ruck. England again not electing to take the quick penalty, wanting to go. Fine touch. No, they're going to go for a scrum. And England will have the put in, and I'm sure they may have a set play in hand. Ben Youngs is set for the put in. England have got the scrum, pushing Scotland back. Big runs over on the open side. Slade, little tip off Johnny May again, up against Stuart Hogg, getting past Stuart Hogg this time. Has Johnny May got the pace to get over for England? There's your answer. Just had the pace. Darcy Graham gave chase, caught him eventually, but it didn't matter. It's as if Johnny May used Darcy Gray's momentum to force himself over the line. It's mayday for Scotland. England have a second crucial try. Really does change the complex of the contest now. And Marcus Smith will line up his second conversion. England are lining up a great start to the Six Nations at the moment. Of course, we've seen some outstanding results today. Brilliant win by France. They tore apart Italy last night in the Stade de France. And of course, earlier on today on Grandstand, you saw a wonderful result for Wales beating Ireland. That was by 12 points. Marcus Smith kicks this. England will have a 14-point advantage, which he does.
Didn't seem to be any doubt about it. England 14-0 ahead. 5 minutes left of the first half at Murrayfield. Guinness Six Nations opening rounds. Whistle long. May's got to get that. He's down and he's giving it to Underhill. Burst forward Watson for Scotland coming across. Now Youngs. Smith. Farrell. Slade. Little top up to Watson, who is brought down by Darcy Graham.
Get over here. You should have learnt the first time. You handled the ball in the ruck after I warned you earlier. You're off for 10 minutes.
Well, that's a sin bin for Scott Cummins. We heard the referee giving his reasoning for the decision. Repeated foul, repeated handling in the ruck. It's a penalty. The Murrayfield crowd don't like it. Well, you can appreciate that. You have to understand that is the right decision. Aaron Farrell once again kicking it rather high this time, but getting a line out for England. And it just shows you that stat, how England have dominated the line out today. Cowan Dickey with the throw. Yours is set. Itoje takes. Youngs. Smith, England able to move it away. Smith is brought down by Dwayne van der Merwe. Farrell. Courtney Lawes just trying to find more room. Youngs. Tip off to Tom Curry. He's brought down by Ali Price. Good defensive play. Tip off. Lawes again. Down by Jamie Ritchie. Snilliger just trying to find as well for Sinclair. Cross to Smith. He's taken down by Hamish Watson. Tom Curry. England resets. Last few minutes of the half. And Scotland have got the turnover. Aaron Farrell stopping Andy Price getting any further. Smith stopping Finn Russell from getting anywhere. Cameron Redpath. Scotland recycle again. Price. Finn Russell. Towards touch, not finding it. Elliot Daly able to run. And run again. Smith. He's able to run. Owen Farrell. He's free to run all the way. And England are going to finish this half. Are they? Yes! Try number 3. Owen Farrell just ran out of steam. Finn Russell tried to dive, but the England captain had just one final step in him and had enough to get the ball over the line. England have their 3rd try. In truth, they've completely dominated since the halfway point.
Have to go off. He's looking in pretty bad shape.
Well, this doesn't look good. Scotland here, an injured player on. Replacement is called. So Marcus Smith, opportunity to convert. And from the standpoint of the game from England, they'll be very pleased with how it's gone thus far. Soaked up a lot of Scottish pressure and territory and have moved the ball in lovely free-flowing fashion. It's not something you come to expect traditionally with English rugby. It's usually very attritional. And on the most simplest of conversions in world rugby, Marcus Smith takes it nice and simply. And England will take with them a very handsome 21-0 lead at the halfway mark. For Scotland, so much to do to turn this around. For England, they may feel they're home and dry here. Change at the break. George Ford has come on to replace Marcus Smith. So Owen Farrell has moved to fly half. England now going from right to left. Scotland with 3 tries to do. England, of course, are 1 try away from a bonus point. They might feel from this situation that they may want to
make sure they manage the game and see themselves over the line. Scotland, of course, still down to 14. I feel this might be their best chance. Here is George Ford, placing Starmer-Smith at fly half. Owen Farrell at centre. Manu Tuilagi, he's brought down. Youngs goes to nobody. Laws, though, picks up the space. Ford trying to move England forwards.
It's away.
Youngs, Curry, Itoje bursting forwards. Options to Owen Farrell. Owen Farrell tries to play it in. It's intercepted. Finn Russell kicks. Elliot Daly, that's knocked on.
That's forward.
It's not what England would have wanted, but it's great for Scotland. It's going to give them an opportunity. Starts to put the pressure on England. England's on the scrums at the moment. Scotland will have the put in.
Engage.
Lee Price ready to do so. Trying to turn the scrum. There goes Price. Finn Russell. Cameron Redpath. Dwayne van der Merwe. Anthony Watson. That is fantastic. Brilliant challenge. Ben Youngs. George Ford now finds touch. Ford needed to get that. There will be another line out and another chance. England to show their dominance. They've absolutely predicted Scotland's game plan today. Not there. Johnny Gray takes it. Price. Russell charged down. Scotland still win the ball. Redpath. Redpath brought down by his opposite number. Owen Farrell, the two centres. Finn Russell, that's a knock on. Challenge, but nothing Finn Russell can say just as he's about to kick it. It was hit and it's gone forwards. There'll be a put in for England in the scrum.
Catch and hold. Engage.
Scrum called. There is Ben Youngs, Ali Price's opposite number for Scotland waiting in the wings. England's take the scrum.
It's out.
On the open side, there goes forward, little tip off. Manu Tuilagi trying to burst forwards into the 22. England about 2 metres short of it. George Ford finding room. Can he find? No, he's brought down. Great challenge. Scotland have got the ball turned over. Back to Finn Russell. Out as far as Johnny May for England. And now Owen Farrell. This in drop goal territory. Ford thought about it, but sends Underhill in for England. He's got Tuilagi off to his right. There goes Tuilagi. Great challenge by Chris Harris of Scotland. Scotland have turned it around. Finn Russell goes long again. Elliot Daly. More English pressure on Scotland. And Daly there. Jamie Ritchie brings him down. Ford. Underhill. Owen Farrell found the gap for England. Can't go any further. Scotland again win the turnover. Price. Finn Russell. Big hit by Tom Curry. Scotland have kept it. Georgian Gray. Now this is Darcy Graham. Skips one, skips two. Brought down. And that is the big hit on Finn Russell by Tom Curry. Not to be too shaken up by it, thankfully. Luke Cowan-Dickey with the throw. Scotland win it this time. Price, Russell. Scotland looking for penetration against this dogged England defence. Got it there at the moment from Scott Cummings. Gained about 10 metres. Finn Russell looking for the up and under. Elliot Daly chasing and winning it. There goes Daly again. Look at this run. Look at this great run by Daly. Past Watson, Stuart Hogg comes across, Underhill, brought down. Ben Youngs, tip off to Curry. There goes George Turner coming across. Scotland, Fords, Underhill for England. Ben Youngs again. Makavinapola to Anthony Watson. Now to George Fords. England trying to make those yards. Coming up to an hour. Johnny May just forward, he found a way through, but for a great tackle from Chris Harris. Finn Russell kicking it again. And Finn Russell will find touch. Lovely kick there by Finn Russell. Scotland have just found a little bit of an edge at the moment in line-outs. They fancy winning this one again. They don't. Dawes is there. Youngs. Scotland still yet with a score.
Leave it, tackler.
Youngs again. George Fords goes long. Darcy Graham. Oh, great run by Darcy Graham. Brilliant run. Brought down in the end by Fords. Scotland got to be thinking. Stuart Cummings. He's down. Scotland recycle again. Now this is Finn Russell. Oh, he goes for a little grubber kick. And it's been taken there by Graham. Brilliant. Brilliant by Scotland. Finn Russell. He goes for the drop goal. He misses. Finn Russell's pulled it wide. Oh, I say. Chance to get points on the board has been missed by Scotland. William Farrell clears it away. That was Scotland's best moment of the match. Still yet to find the breakthrough. Finn Russell. Another kick looking for territory for Scotland. It's been their go-to tactic. It's yet to yield them anything more. There's some failed line-outs against England. He's out in the full. England are going to have it just on the 10-metre line. Youngs, Fords. Scotland turn it over. Sutherland's bursting through, Rory Sutherland. But it's no further because it's gone forwards. And England have the scrum. Knock on there. And England will hope this is their opportunity to go level.
Engage.
Put in at the scrum. Youngs stands ready. England win the scrum.
Ball is out.
Youngs.
Play on.
Ford. Tuolangi. Poor kick by Tuolangi. Here goes Stuart Hogg for Scotland. Ben Youngs brings him down.
It's away.
Graham. Oh, big hit by Owen Farrell. England in a fantastic position to manage the game. Can they see it out? England with the turnover. Not many of those today. Ford goes long. Stuart Hogg able to move it away and keep going. He's got options over. Didn't see them. There was Darcy Graham over on the open side. Never saw it. And that has not gone out. It has now.
He's going to have to go off.
Scotland have really struggled today with injuries. Well, George Turner to throw.
We've got them all.
Easy there for England with them all. Youngs, Ford, Owen Farrell, George Ford again. England trying to play the way out of trouble.
It's away.
Youngs, Tuolangi this time electing to kick. And Tuolangi's got it into the Scottish half. Great kick. Game in which England have dominated the line-outs. George Turner for Scotland with the throw, the hook up. And this time it's taken by Johnny Gray. All is called. Ali Price. Now this is Finn Russell. A lovely little dummy by Finn Russell. Looked to be showing the ball to Hamish Watson, but it resulted in England getting the play. I suspect there Johnny Gray was offside. That's why players come back. Now is this a chance England want to kick for? See no points scored in this second half up to this point. Farrell setting himself ready. This will be an opportunity to extend the lead to 24 points. For England, they have put in an excellent first half performance, but haven't been able to match it in the second half. Scottish intensity's picked up, but that killer instinct is yet to be seen so far. But Owen Farrell makes Scotland play for some ill discipline. 52 metres out inside his own half. Going to be a difficult kick. He's made it. Oh, Owen Farrell's made that. 52 metres. Made it look like 2 metres. Brilliant. England's 24, Scotland 0. And Scotland really up against it. Incredibly so. Itoji.
We have them all.
Young's set. Vinipola. Manu Tuolangi. Found a bit of room. Great tackle by Chris Harris diving in. Scotland with a turnover. Finn Russell going to find and look. And doing a brilliant job almost. Elliot Daly responds for England. This has been a story of the second half. Scotland with the territory, England with the ball in hand. Quick throw in. Stuart Hogg bursting through for Scotland. Hogg again! This could be what Scotland wanted. Stuart Hogg picks up the remains of a quick line out. The best efforts of Daly couldn't find him, neither can the dive made by Maru Itoje. And at least Scotland have a little something back. Chris Harris dives over. Murrayfield at least has something at long last to cheer about. Scotland aren't going to be beat by nil. Finn Russell, normally incredibly reliable from these points and these sort of conversions. He stands set and ready to go. Will he at least get himself off the mark with his first conversion? The wind is tricky. Be the furthest distance out that it could be. Right on the corner. He sliced it wide. It remains 24-5 to England. With under a minute and a half or so to go. That might well be that. Scotland will move forward, but from this standpoint they can't win the game.
It's away.
Cameron Redpath looking for touch and has found it. It's good play considering, but it now means England 100% win the line out, win the test match, and have got themselves off the mark with a win against Scotland in the Six Nations, and they have themselves the Calcutta Cup. Discussions made about what to do to seal off the game. Luke Cowan-Dickey's set. Does Courtney Laws want this? Itoje does. He doesn't get it. Scotland continue to move the ball away. Cameron Redpath. Dwayne van der Meijden.
Hands off.
Anthony Watson making the challenge. 2 Johnny May tries and an Owen Farrell try, counteracted by a Stuart Hogg try. Here's the story of the match, a brilliant Owen Farrell penalty. Van der Meijden. And still Van der Meijden. Hoglow is down. Scotland retain possession. Xander Ferguson. Zander Ferguson into the 22, but he's gone a step too far. Ben Youngs will pick this up. Ford. George Ford is down. England may try it again. The 80 minutes is up. Johnny May is cleared. And England beats Scotland at Murrayfield. The Calcutta Cup is in England's possession. England win their opening game of the 2022 Guinness Six Nations, beating Scotland by a convincing score in the end, 24-5. Scotland, in truth, are well beaten, and England have made themselves just a little statement in this tournament thus far.
Excellent results for England. A very good win. Just short of the bonus point that probably would have assisted them greatly. But still, I'm sure England will be very pleased to get off to a winning ways. So now we're going to bring you highlights of the game between France and Italy. And here is the action that took place last night at the Stade de France. For France, it was a completely dominating performance as they played Italy in the Stade de France. Damien Penaud found himself through with a lovely little run to get the first try of the contest and settle some French nerves very early on. The wingers' play was absolutely faultless, and pace like that absolutely lethal. Many people have touted this French side to be seriously talented, and they showed it with a lovely exchange. Vaticatwa able to break away and break the game line and continue to run forward, and a beautiful little dummy allowed him to sprint all the way through to score the second try. It really was outstanding. France here in imperious form early against Italy. Vaticatwa showing exactly just why he's touted as one of the best in the world. But there were chances for Italy to try and force it, but France themselves were fantastic on the break. Thomas picking the ball up, the inside winger, throwing it forward, a casual little layoff there to Ficao. George Ficao able to sprint through the 22 and dive over for Italy's third try. Italy themselves are in imperious form and completely blew Italy away in a lethal half-hour period of rugby. And that continued. Italy themselves did, though, get a strange consolation. Bellini was able to charge through, and right from under his own post was able to run the length of the pitch to go over to score a quite extraordinary try. It's the likes of which he may never score again at the Stade de France. With Italy got one back after the conversion, it was 21-7, and it looked as if Italy may fancy themselves a fight back. The side itself, which has beaten France before, there Ryan Ntamak attempted to drop goal, which eased nerves just before the half-time whistle went. In the second half, it was more of the same. France continued the pressure, Italy eventually buckling through. Huge gaps left in their defence. George Ficao was absolutely lethal. This little lovely layoff from Ntamak allowed him to sprint around his defender and dive in over for another try. Doesn't seem to be a lot that France could do wrong in this contest. Italy looks like they could do nothing right. But they were able to kick a penalty and reduce the arrears to allow them to get 10 points on the board. A decent enough kick, but all it seemed to do was just irritate France. So France went up and continued their attack. And after a lovely little precision play, eliminated the 3-point advantage, with Ntamak kicking an excellent drop goal. 34-10, a 24-point lead, the bonus point secured, and France went ahead and started to produce their best rugby. Vaticatwa was outstanding in this contest, and this lovely left of Thomas allowed him to run the length from the 50-metre line all the way through to score another try for France. They were making it, to be fair, look very easy, and the Stade de France crowd were loving this. This young French side really is showing real promise. And that wasn't until the end of all the action, just in time for another try. Olivier found himself through, lovely left to Ficao, who looked like he was going to lay it off, decided to use his momentum to dive over and to get yet another try. 44-10. And despite the best efforts of Italy, there was to be another breakthrough in the 80th minute. Ficao again provided it, outstanding laying it off, and Vaticatwa again to dive over again for yet another try, and a completely dominating performance for France. It may not be a higher score in these championships. In the end, Italy comfortably beaten, France winners by 51 points to 10. And what a statement made to everybody else in this season's Guinness Six Nations. Another comfortable win for France. Really, really good to get into the 50s. The Six Nations definitely setting a marker for this very young and talented French side. Well, now on Grandstand, we're going to move over to our final game of the day, and it's the one at the Principality Stadium between Wales and Ireland. And both these sides will definitely feel that they're in a shout of the championship. Both themselves know that they're in good form at the moment as they've come in. Wales, of course, defending champions. Ireland have shown real promise. Wales themselves do have a habit, though, sometimes coming good at the Six Nations, and this could be a key opportunity for them. So let's join your commentator for this entire game, live here on Grandstand. It's Trevor Starmer-Smith.
Well, beautifully sung by both supporters, and there's a great atmosphere there as we look at the Irish side. Plenty of experience in Sexton, Stockdale, Henshaw. As for the Welsh, you know what you're going to get with them. Dan Biggar, great goal kicker. George North, Alan Wynne-Jones, experienced man. Should be in for a classic confrontation. They say Scotland-England is a fierce rivalry, but these two great rivals in their own right. And it's always a great atmosphere when the Welsh and the Irish come together. Makes for a terrific atmosphere, and we certainly got that at the Millennium Stadium this afternoon, or the Principality Stadium, as Ireland and Wales and Ireland's Six Nations campaign gets underway. And what an atmosphere it is inside this great arena, formerly known as the Cardiff Arms Park. Still has kept that, even though it's an old newer stadium, it's kept that Classic Arms Park verb and flavour to it, and Wales have been very successful. Last year's Six Nations champions, they scored 20 points. Here's Davis making his way towards the 22, and Davis might be in there for the first try, but a great last-ditch challenge from the Irish defenders, and in fact Ireland get possession and Sexton will kick away. But a good break there for Wales. It looked as if it was going to be the first score, but great Irish defence. And a line out now to the Welsh, just short of halfway in Irish territory. And it's going to be Owens to take the line out. And that's well taken there. On to Williams. Here's Dan Biggar. Davis, North. Back inside to Chipperich. Now Williams. Williams was tackled there, and Williams now gets possession. Here's Adams, and another good break here, and Adams towards the 22, and here's North. Is this going to be the try? No! Great challenge, and George North just held up 5 metres short, and Ireland again get possession. With 5 minutes gone, Wales have had 2 big opportunities to score tries, but you have to credit the Irish there for some good discipline, last-ditch defending, and another line out now. Again, just short of halfway by the Welsh now. Maybe a bit further from halfway, but still deep inside Irish territory. Here's Owens with the throw. And again, another line at one. And here's Williams to Biggar. The pass wasn't exactly brilliant for Williams, it's got to be said. Chipperich now. Navidi. Davis. Williams has got the decision. There was a handle in the ruck there by one of the Irish players, and a penalty it is to the Welsh. Now there'll be a confrontation here between Biggar, the captain, and Alan Wynne-Jones. There they are discussing what we're going to do, and it's going to be a penalty. And it's going to be a penalty conversion. So Dan Biggar to get Wales up and running in terms of points in this season's Guinness Six Nations Championship. There will be a silent hush around the Millennium Stadium as Dan Biggar prepares to kick for goal here. This to give Wales a 3-point advantage. As a hush comes round the Millennium Stadium. This to give Wales the lead. Looks good. Oh, it's a beauty. Just inside that near post. And Wales grab that 3-point advantage. Coolness personified from Dan Biggar. Shows how international class he is. He's certainly got the skills. That was a great kick. Under a lot of pressure. Wales 3, Ireland 0. We're just shy of 8 minutes gone.
It's away.
Terrific start for the Welsh. And now Ireland have got to hit back straight away. Here's Keenan. Down that far touchline. That's well challenged there. Well tackled, I should say. Here's Johnny Sexton. Gahella. Robbie Henshaw. Good challenge there. Ireland still have it. Good Ireland fashion here. Johnny Sexton needs to be a big up and under. It's into the stratosphere sort of there, and it was taken very well. Yes, but Wales get the ball back. Bigger back inside to North. North beautifully tackled. Wales still have it. Here's Bigger. Davis. And
It's away.
Wales still have it. He's Bigger now with a long kick forward. Keenan will try and get it originally in halfway, but he had to go back another 10 metres. And the ball's been lost. The whistle has gone. And it was a knock on by Keenan. So a scrum down to Wales. That's an interesting back rate. Wales just the more heavier at 919 kilograms. Wales 892 kilograms. Or rather Ireland 892 kilograms. So probably about 20 kilograms or more maybe in the weight, in the total pack weights, but it's Wales that have the advantage here.
It's away.
And by 3 points to 0. Here's Bigger to Davis. Davis back inside. Henshaw gets the loose ball and pounces on it. Ireland get possession. Sexton with a big long kick, and he finds Williams. Now a chance here for Wales to put Ireland under a bit of pressure. Williams' kick is brilliant. He chased down his own kick beautifully. And Wales have a chance here to exploit the Irish with a quarter of an hour of the first period gone. Remember, it's 40 minutes each way in rugby if you're new to the sport. As the whistle has gone again for an offside against one of the Irish players. So a penalty to Wales on halfway, but I don't think they'll take the goal. It's going to be a punt up the field. Maybe I think Bigger might try and put the Welsh under, try and put the Irish under a bit of pressure. Try and look to get it towards the 22 if he can, and get it out of play. But he doesn't find touch. Earls takes it instead. Good challenge there, but Ireland again come away with possession. Here's Sexton, another up and under into the stratosphere. And it's going to be pounced upon here by whom? I think it looks like the Welsh have got it. They have. Here's Bigger, and he hooks it into the Irish territory. And Keenan just takes it on the 22 line, and he's now been bundled into touch. But that was a wonderful play and a great hit there by the Welsh defence. And another line-up for Wales. Well, they've had 2 line-ups so far, 2 successes from those line-ups, Wales. Can they make it 3 out of 3, I wonder? Well, we'll just have to wait and see. But so far, Wales doing all the basics of rugby absolutely to the letter. And again, they do it well. Alan Wynne-Jones, a superb catch. And from the line-up. And now they drive towards the 22, Wales. Right down below me in the commentary box. And they're still driving towards the 22. Here's Beard going forward. He's tackled there. Williams has it. Back to Bigger. And Bigger now gets it out towards Davis. Davis to North. North. And he turned to Williams. And Williams now. He's going to try to. Well, he's dropped it. He's dropped a goal. It's a drop goal by Williams. Well, it took everyone in the stadium by surprise. I think he was trying to go for the far corner for a potential try-scoring opportunity, but he's dropped an extra 3 points. Whether Williams meant it or not, only he will tell you afterwards. But it's a 3 bonus points for Wales, and now there's 6-0 in front. And Ireland now only a try off being a point behind. And at the moment they're being outplayed by this brilliant Welsh side who are the current holders of the Guinness Six Nations. Here's Adams. Oh, what a good break from Adams. He's over halfway. He's towards the 22. I don't think anyone's going to stop him. Adams is going to go over for the first try of the game. 23 minutes gone. And Adams broke away down that near side. The Irish defence left in his wake, and Adams gets the ball down with the downward pressure, and Wales score the first try of the Guinness Six Nations for them. Terrific score, and Ireland really all at sea here. They've been all at sea in truth for the first 23 minutes of this match, and Andy Farrell will be absolutely tearing his hair out. Now the conversion. Well done, Bigger. 1 out of 1. That was a penalty earlier on in the piece. Can he make it 2 kicks from 2? This is his first try conversion attempt. And can he add the 3 extra points? Get a maximum of 8 points and get Wales into a good position here. 11 points ahead now. Can he get the extras? Kind of deafening hush in the Millennium Stadium as Bigger steps up to get the conclusions and get the extras, and there it is. Through it goes, clean as a whistle. Wales 13, Ireland 0, with 24 minutes gone on the clock. And Wales looking in a mean mood as they look to defend the Guinness Six Nations Championship, a title they won last year. And this time they've got another big weapon in their armoury, one of which they didn't have last year, and that was the Welsh crowd. Of course, there'll be bigger tests. Well, with all due deference to Ireland, there will be bigger tests against the likes of England and France to come. Here's George North making a good flash. Now Adams again has it far side, and that's a better bit of defensive play there from the Irish, who get the ball back. And Sexton kicks the touch again, and he finds touch just shy of the 22. This is a Welsh line-out. And they've won 3 line-outs from 3. Wales, 100% record thus far. Wonder if they can make it 4 out of 4. Here's Owens. Owen Jones there, right up there, and he's got it again. Oh, he's never beaten Alan Wynne-Jones in the line-out. He's absolutely a monster when it comes to line-outs. Alan Wynne-Jones, he's absolutely superb. Wales tried to put a tackle together, but they've lost possession. Sexton kicks gone now for the Irish. That's a better kick. Oh, that's great. Ball into touch. In fact, a quick line-out has been taken. It was a Welsh ball, but at the moment it's Ireland giving a little bit of pressure, and they get a scrum, and it's not far from the try line. It's deep inside that 22. So Ireland win their first scrum, but they win it in a really good position here. And it's really winning opportunity. It's an opportunity now for Andy Farrell's side to get themselves on the scoreboard. 5 metres or so from that Welsh try line, and they'll drive towards that line now. As Conan goes forward, stopped just on the line there. Ireland have a chance now for this try. Sexton, oh, good tackle that was from Dan Bigger. Terrific opportunities. And here's Earls to the line, it's a try. Ireland are on the board. What a fight back. Great piece of play. Took his chance ever so well, Earls, and over he went for Ireland's first score of the Guinness Six Nations. Brilliant. So Andy Farrell's team on the board, and it all came from that scrum. And now an opportunity now for Johnny Sexton to add the extra points. Once again, there'll be a hush around the Millennium Stadium. In rugby, the fans are more respectful even to the opposition. And Sexton add the extras to the 5 points they've already got for scoring the try here, which will put Ireland well back in touch now in within biting distance of the watch. Sexton then to try and add the extras with this conversion. Oh, brilliant! Clean as a whistle once again. Nothing wrong with the kicking today. So 2 extras on top of that, and it's 13-7 to Wales. Ireland back in contention with just over half an hour played. I'll have to say Dan Bigger and Johnny Sexton's goal kicking today, whether it's been conversions or penalty scores, have been absolutely top notch. And we're seeing a good exhibition of goal kicking of the highest standard here at the Millennium today. And here's another kick from Sexton, which has reached the 22, but Williams has pinched it, or has he knocked it? No, it's a line out. He didn't keep it in. I thought he did initially keep it in. Now, can Ireland win their first line-up? Wales have won 4 out of 4. Now, can Ireland win their first one here? Heller will take the line out. Inside the last 10 minutes, and they've got it out there, and a chance here for another score. Oh, I thought he might have gone on a bit more there. May have lost his footing. Ireland still have possession. And a chance here for another score here. Sexton. Ringrose from Ireland under the post. Just held up short. A couple of metres short. Ireland still have it. Another phase of play. Another brilliant tackle there. And another try. And it was back inside. It went clean as a whistle. And they went for another try. And Ireland are back in business. And the scorer is Robbie Henshaw. Must admit, it caught me a bit by surprise, but Ireland are right back in this game. Well, this really puts the cat amongst the pigeons now, and it's not a difficult kick for Johnny Sexton, because if he makes this kick, Ireland, by my maths anyway, will go in front. Can he make it? Can he make it 2 converted tries here? And all of a sudden all that Welsh dominance has evaporated, and Ireland have had a good last 10 minutes. And could be rewarded with going into the lead here as we are rapidly hitting towards the half-time interval here at the Millennium Stadium. Here's Sexton. Oh, nice easy kick. Never going to miss those. And Wales are now 1 point behind. Ireland have fought back really well in the last 10 minutes or so and lead by 1 point. 14 points to 13. What a game this is turning out to be. We thought it was going to be a landslide Welsh victory, or a landslide Welsh first half, but the Irish have shown a bit of guts and determination, and Andy Farrell will be absolutely cock-a-hoop with the last 10 minutes. And Wales have blown something like a 13-point lead and now trailing by 1. And they've got a front, but they do have a line out here, which Owens will take. And again, they went the line out from the line out. And here's Bigger now to Davis. Here's Zammit. And there's a chance here now. There was an opportunity there, maybe to hoist it on the far side, but they've been held up. Here's Beard. Zammit now. He's got a chance here down this far side. Well held up by the Irish defence. But Ireland have shown a bit more courage and a bit more endeavour, and have shown guts and determination in the last sort of 10 minutes. 10 minutes or so. 2 to go to half time. Beard to Zammit. Are we going to see one last score before the break from either of these two sides? It's been a compelling, dramatic first half, and I've got a feeling the second half may well go down a similar lines. But we'll witness some great rugby in this opening 40 minutes of this contest. Wales dominated the first part. Now there's a little bit of fisticuffs going on. It's a line up to Wales. Referee in there to sort it out. Bit of frustration just boiling over. But it is a Welsh line out. 1 point in it. 14-13 in Ireland's favour. Wales have possession with Faletau. We're playing injury time at the end of the first half. Alan Wynne-Jones. Dan Bigger. Good defending by the Irish, and they get possession, and Sexton just needs to kick to touch, and then that'll be the half-time whistle, and it is half-time. And Ireland lead by 1 point at the break. Wales stormed into an early 13-point lead, but Ireland hit back with 2 converted tries, and now they have the upper hand as we go into the break. Half-time here at the Millennium Stadium. Wales 13, Ireland 14. And Dan Bigger to get us underway then for the second half. And let's see what is going to come of this next 40 minutes. Ireland leading by 1 point. 2 converted tries they've got. Wales a penalty, a drop goal and a converted try. Wales leading on the line-outs 6-1 in their favour, but they're trailing by 1 on the scoreboard. And again, well taken there by the Irish line-out. They're certainly superb in the lineouts. They just wavered a bit after racing into a clear lead at the start of the first half. Now they've just got to get their energy back, and I'm sure they'll have had a few choice words in that dressing room. There's an infringement there, an offside. An Irish player just stumbled offside, so we're going to see a penalty to Wales. Now, will Biggar kick for goal? Looks like he's going to have a pop at goal. This actually will put Wales back in the lead. After consultations with Alan Wynne-Jones, Dan Biggar knows exactly what he wants to do. 1 for 1 so far tonight. Can he make it 2 out of 2? Again, a deathly hush goes round the Millennium Stadium, or the Principality Stadium. Again, it's all about respect for the kicker. Now can Dan Biggar put Wales back in front? 1 point the difference. Ireland leading by 1 point. Biggar with this kick, if he makes it, he'll put Wales back in front in this topsy-turvy Six Nations clash. 46 metres out. It's a difficult kick. Can he do it? Oh, ho, ho, you bet he can. Right through the post once again. Clean as a whistle. It's riveting stuff there. Nearly 3 minutes gone in the second half, and Wales now lead again, 16 points to 14. It's nip and tuck here at the Millennium Stadium as Ireland Guinness restarted. As Alan Wynne-Jones takes the ball beautifully from the kick at restart, and now Wales drive towards halfway. They drive towards the 10-metre line, and that's not a very good throw from Williams, but it found Turperich. But Wales have had to scamper back a little bit, or retreat. That was the word I was looking for. Here's Beard up to his own 22. And Wynne-Jones. Again, nice tackles are coming in there, but Wales again keeping position. Biggar now inside his own 22, gets it out towards the 10-metre line, and I think that was carried out. And indeed it was. So a line out again to Wales. Leading by 2 points. Been very successful on the line-outs. One that will be a part of the game that the management will look at and say, well, the line-outs have worked superbly well. Let's see how this one works out. And another one they've won there. Falatau taking it right on the end of the line there. Here's Francis Adams, who's got the only Welsh try. He might get another one. Adams! Yes! He's over in the corner. Adams gets his second try. And Wales go into the 20s. Terrific score. And the Millennium Stadium has gone absolutely potty. Second try for Adams. And the Irish defence just found him too hot to handle. And Ireland, all that optimism with that half-time lead has evaporated right at the start of the second half. And Dan Biggar will try and add 2 or more extra points to add to the total, which will take them up to 23 points if they were to manage it. Once again, a hush goes up around the Principality Stadium. Dan Biggar to put Wales further in command in this Guinness Six Nations clash. 38 metres to the left of centre. Big moment in this match. Oh, that's a big kick. Not an easy kick, but he made it all right. That's 3 out of 3. Wales 23, Ireland 14. The gap now back to 9 points. But the game is not won yet by a long shot for the Welsh just yet, because Ireland, as they proved from a much more deeper deficit, came back and led by 1 going into the final stages of the first half, and in fact led at the break. So you can never write Andy Farrell's Ireland off at your peril. Wayne Vignette will know that only too well. Terrific atmosphere now. The Welsh fans behind their team. They've obviously been behind them right from the word, and that's a good little battle for Wales to win from the Irish line out. And you can tell that the confidence in the Welsh camp is oozing once again as they drive over halfway towards the 10-metre line, the Irish 10-metre line. And they have really started to take control of this second half. We've had 10 minutes of it now. We've had 11 minutes of it now. 23-14 is the score. Beard. And Wales keep possession. There's another phase of play. Williams to Alan Wynne-Jones, who just, like a battering ram, just barges his way through. To see a player like that is just really riveting to see. And here he is again in the action. They've all had good games, the Welsh side, I have to say. Bigger especially, he's been one of the stars along with Adams, the double try scorer. And they'll win possession back. Johnny Sexton now just gets it down the line and into touch inside the Welsh 22. And now that'll give Ireland a little bit of confidence, but it is a line up to the Welsh. But Ireland really need to get their line up part of the game right, because they've won 1 out of 10, which isn't good enough really in international rugby. They've won it there. They must have heard my words. Now then, Ryan to Murray to Sexton. Here's Earls, who got one of the tries. Stockdale, good challenge. And here's Earls, and the whistle's gone in fact. There was a knock on, and Wales get the scrum down. That's Wales' second scrum won. Ireland have won one as well. The third scrum of the match, and it's a second Welsh one. Well, it's been a riveting seesaw battle so far. There's a knock on as well. Here's Bigger. And here's Keelan. Ireland having return here with 57 minutes almost gone of this Guinness Six Nations encounter. They talk about England-Scotland being the key game of the weekend. This would absolutely this would certainly challenge it for top billing, that is for sure. It's been a cracker at the Millennium Stadium. It's been a cracker here in the land of the sun, the land of the fathers, the land of the valleys. And with the Irish in full cry as well, it's made it a great atmosphere. And the Welsh have another line out, still in their own half as we hit the last 21 minutes of this game. Bigger, long kick. Keelan will chase this just by his 10-metre line, and he'll run over halfway. Good tackle again. Ireland keep possession here. They need to score now a couple of converted tries in order to win it. They did it in the first half when they trailed by a much deeper margin than 9 points. So you never know. This is why we love rugby. It's still an uncertain thing. So we've got just under 20 minutes to go. We're halfway through the second half. Wales 23, Ireland 14. And Stockdale took it on the halfway line and kept it in, threw it back into play. And now Ireland somehow get possession with Sexton to Viola. And a bit of a scramble in there. Connon. Here's Earls. Oh, and Earls has got down the blind side. Now then, he hasn't got much in the way of support. And so it told. And Wales win possession. I have to say the Welsh pack in the second half have truly been faultless. They were faultless for the first 20 minutes of the first as well. And then Ireland really came into their own in that last 20 minutes. So we haven't seen any of that so far. Here's Adams. And a hat-trick of tries, of course. If he gets another one, he completes a hat-trick of tries today. Here's Bigger. Turperich. Oh, he might get a chance here. Turperich, he's just got one defender to beat. And here's Davis. This could settle it. Davis for the line. Yes, he's made it. That could be the clincher. Davis with the score. It was a wonderful breakout by the Welsh. And that, dare I say it, could be the killer try. And it looks as if Wales are going to start their defence of the Six Nations with a victory. They've dominated at least 75% of this game, and they're making the advantage tell. And Dan Biggar now to add another couple of points. They're going for the bonus point as well. You can't blame them for that. Dan Biggar has already kicked 3 out of 3. Can he make it 4 out of 4? And he's had as his usual marvellous game here. As now the Millennium Stadium takes another vow of silence to respect Dan Biggar's kicking here. And another opportunity to admire this genius, this Welsh kicking genius. Has to put Wales further in front. Oh, look at the swerve on that. That was pure genius. And in this Guinness Six Nations Championship, Wales lead now by 30 points to 14. 16-point difference with 67 minutes on the clock. 13 minutes left to play. And surely even Ireland can't come back from this now. They need at least 2, maybe 3 converted tries. Or maybe need at least 3 tries to even win this game. It's going to be difficult with the time remaining, 12 minutes or so. And as we say, rugby can be a funny old game. Here's Sexton, up and underish, towards just past the 10-metre line. Bit of a mishandle there by Alan Wynne-Jones. First real mistake he's made, but got away with it. Faletau now. Well, this really kicks off the Six Nations in terrific style. These two really going at it, Abra and Tonks. Been a tremendous match, and still 10 minutes of this to play, and here's Adams. Oh, well held up on halfway. If he'd got past that last man, he might have been in there for the hat-trick. Here's Sexton, long kick forward. Williams will take it right on his own 10 metre, right about 5 metres from the try line. Here's Keenan. Now then, can Ireland respond? It's Keenan. He's going all the way. Keenan might go all the way, and he's just held up about 5, 6, 7 metres short of the line. And Wales get it to safety. Keenan there with an inspired run down that near side. Almost getting something back for the Irish. But unfortunately, it wasn't meant to be. Another Irish line out once again. And they win this one that time. Connon. Murray, Sexton, back inside, Henderson. And yes, it's going to be a try for Johnny Sexton. Ireland not giving up. Good move. And Sexton in under the post. You would think he'll add the extras as well. It was a very simple score in the end, and a terrific try that was from Johnny Sexton. The only criticism I would have with Wales at the moment, the defence has looked a little bit openish today. So can Sexton make it 3 from 3? I think it's a safe bet, he will. The kicker of his quality, and Dan Biggar's, don't miss right in front of the posts. Might be too little too late in terms of trying to get a result in the Six Nations, in the opening weekend of the Six Nations, but I tell you what, Ireland, even despite if they do go down today, they don't need to be too downhearted about it. Here's Sexton now. Again, shut out the extras. I'll be amazed if he doesn't. Easy enough. Clean as a whistle, right through the middle. So Ireland hit the 20s. They still need another 9 points. They still need another couple of tries, maybe a try and a penalty. Could do it for them, or get them level anyway, but they're running out of time. They've got 5.5 minutes. 30 plays, 21 in favour of the Welsh. Here's Murray now for the Irish. They'll be really buoyed by that score, by that try and conversion by Johnny Sexton. Here's Davis. Well tackled again. Nip and tuck throughout. Here's Biggar going for the drop goal, and I think he's made it, has he? He has. That will settle it now. He's had a great day, Dan Biggar. A penalty, 3 conversions and a drop goal. And of course, Williams got the other drop goal and 2 tries for Adams.
Hands off.
It's been a terrific Welsh performance. 3 tries, 2 of them from Adams. And another mine up there to Ireland as we see 1 or 2 big hits there from a few moments ago. Well, both teams will have a lot of their game to work on. Maybe the Welsh a bit more with their defence. And in several aspects of the game, have plenty of work to move on, especially from the lineups. Haven't won enough for me. Here's Canhava. I've lost another one, I'm afraid. Here's Williams. Biggar. 2 minutes to go plus injury time. Wales, I think, have done more than enough now to get over the winning post, get past the winning post here, get their defence of the Six Nations off to a flying start. Here's Navidi. Been a terrific game here, a great advert for the Guinness Six Nations. I don't think there's any question about that. We're now playing injury time. Wales in possession. All they've got to do is kick it to touch, and the referee will blow for the end, and there goes the whistle. So a great result for the Welsh. They've really performed magnificently right at the end. They're delighted. Ireland gave it their all, but maybe that first 20 minutes of each half really knocked them back. Wales were ruthless going forward, but they will have to try and improve defensively for next weekend. But Ireland leave disappointed, but shouldn't beat themselves up about it. They will look their wounds before next weekend, but the Welsh are off to a flying start, and the holders win the game by 33 points to 21 and get their Guinness Six Nations defence of the title up and truly running.
Well, that wraps up the day's play in the Six Nations. A great win for Wales there against Ireland in a thoroughly entertaining game. So it's time for us to take a look at the headlines from today's action. And here is the table of the Guinness Six Nations after round 1. France leads after their bonus point win over Italy. England and Wales also have 4 points on the board, but England have a higher scoring average than Wales at the moment, so move ahead. And Ireland, Scotland and Italy will all be hoping that they will be able to come good in the next round. Speaking of which, next Ireland will take on France at the Aviva Stadium in Dublin. We're going to be live for that one, as well as the big one between Scotland and Wales. We'll also be live at Murrayfield, and we'll bring you highlights of England's trip over to Italy in Rome. You can see that with us here on Grandstand next Saturday. A reminder tomorrow that Match of the Day Live is back with Chelsea versus Manchester City, live from Stamford Bridge. The entire match for you, plus the other remaining FA Cup 4 franchise and the draw from Lancaster Gate, all there brought to you by Trev Lynham and company. And Trevor Walker and Trev Hunter back with the Grand Prix, the San Marino Grand Prix, live from Imola. Date for your diaries, that's next 13th of February. That's Sunday. That's 8 days from today. Well, it's been a long couple of years, but we're back here on Grandstand with Six Nations action, and it's all hotting up after a lovely weekend. But the one thing that we're sure is there seems to be 3 challengers for this year's championship at the moment. England, Wales and France are all still on for the Grand Slam. Who takes the title? You're just going to have to stay with us over the next 5 episodes. From all of us, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow for Match of the Day Live. Bye-bye.